Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. The big topic that's been going around at the moment is seasonal depression, SAD, seasonal affective disorder. Now many people suffer from it every year, especially starting around now, as the times have gone back and darkness sets in a lot earlier. Now I want you to know that although there isn't like a medical cure for this, there are so many tips that you can try that can help lift your mood, and I would like to give you these tips. And what I do advise is that you try these things every single day without fail and set a routine. But you have to do this like clockwork because it's going to retrain your brain and your mind. You're going to start to feel a lot better and not link the darkness to feeling bad, depressed, low, tired, fatigued, all the negative words that comes with it. There are things that you can do to help, but you have to commit to it and dedicate. Just like anything else, it takes a bit of hard work and effort, but it really, really is worth it. So I hope that these tips help you. Grab a pen, grab a notepad, and let's get going. In my past videos, I have spoken a lot about self-care and self-love, all things that we should be doing every day anyway. But today's video, I want to speak about our six senses, or yes, all six of them, because they can all help us retrain our brains. And if we use all of our six senses to uplift ourselves and give our brain positive connections, then it really will help us get through autumn and winter. So let's start off with our sight, our seeing sense. Every day when it gets dark and the sun has set, I want you to look outside and find some beautiful things. If it is completely dark, I do want you to see if you can find the moon and find the stars and see what you can really notice within the stars. See if you can see clusters, see if you can see some that are shining more brightly than the others, see which ones are a bit more dim, and see if there's a constellation that you can actually see. I want you to find the beauty in the night sky and the beauty in the darkness. And if you can't see anything outside and it's cloudy and you can't see the moon or the stars, I want you to find images online of beautiful night scenery. It can be of the night sky, or it can be of landscape at night time with reflections of the moon in water. I want you to start looking at images every single time it gets dark so that your mind can start linking it with beauty and magic. Another tip for sight is that you can also look at pictures that you love. It can be family photos, it could be photos of you and a loved one, you and your friends, you and your animals, you on a wonderful vacation that you've had in the past, anything. Every day you can look at a different photo or photos. So every single time it gets dark, I want you to do that straight away so that your brain can start linking all of these positive things together. What I have done personally is I've made an area of my home into like my little safe haven or my peace haven, and I've put things there that bring me joy to look at. I've got crystals, I've got a candle. At the moment I've got fall leaves like a garland hanging over it, and I've got a lovely fluffy white rug underneath. So all things that I like to visually look at. And I thought that this might be a good thing to bring into the sight section for seasonal depression. So if you can make a corner that is visually stimulating for you, visually pleasurable, a place that you feel comfortable in and a place that you would like to go to, I really recommend that you do that. Have a spot, have an area with all things that you love, and maybe that can be the part that you go to every time it gets dark, and we can go through all the senses in this place. The next sense is hearing. As soon as it gets dark, is to go outside if you can, or open a window and see what you can hear. See if you can still hear any birds, or if you can hear any crickets or any other insects or animals outside. Can you hear the leaves rustling on the trees? Can you hear the wind? Can you hear the rain? I'm pretty sure that these sounds will be soothing, and I would like your brain to start linking up the darkness with sounds of nature still outside living. There's still life happening when it gets dark. It doesn't mean that everything stops dead. Another tip you can do for hearing is make a list of all of your favourite songs or your favourite artists and bands. If you can make a playlist on your phone or your computer, and every time it gets dark, I'd like you to press play and listen to it. So you can listen to outside and then go and listen to your favourite songs, or you can just do one or the other. But definitely link your favourite sounds to darkness. As soon as that sun sets and it gets pitch black outside, I want you to give your ears that sensation and experience of your favourite things. It could even be just music of rain or fire crackling or birds making their lovely song, and something that gives you a happy, relaxing experience. And I would like you to look outside at the night sky or the landscape outside while you're listening to your happy song, so that your sight can connect to the pleasurable experience of what you're listening to as well. Or you can be looking at that image online of the night scenery. If you do make a little area in your home where you've got things that you like to look at, I would really like you to maybe have a box or a basket there with things like what I'm going to speak about next. We're going to have the taste sense coming up now. And I would really love you to have in there things that you love, okay? And it can be chocolate, it can be chips, it can be crackers, it can be absolutely anything that you really love. Now for me, that would be chocolate. And I find that the whole experience of chocolate a really good thing. And you only have to have one piece or even just one bite. As soon as it gets dark and you've done the looking outside, you've listened and you've got your music on, I want you to go over, grab your favourite thing, take a bite, close your eyes, really taste it. Chew it, really notice the flavours of it, notice the texture, notice how it's making you feel, and just enjoy that moment. Pause, be slow, and as you're eating it, think, I'm experiencing this because of the dark. I'm experiencing this right now because outside is dark. Thank you, darkness. Thank you, nighttime. Give your gratitude. Give the gratitude to the darkness, because when you start feeling thankful towards it, your mind will start to really switch on how it feels. And it doesn't just have to be food either. Of course, it can be a drink that you like to taste. A really good one would be hot cocoa or hot chocolate, because it's velvety, it's thick, it's a really nice sensorial experience. Or it could be coffee, it could be tea, anything, matcha. Not alcohol though, guys. The next one I want us to speak about is smell. This is a really important one actually, because smell can invoke so many happy memories, happy feelings, and even endorphins within us. I mean, taste can do that too, but smell has a lot of scientific evidence behind it for just uplifting us completely. So I would like you to think about what smells you love, what fragrances. And if you do suffer from any fragrance intolerances where you get headaches or you feel unwell, you can skip this one or find a scent that you can tolerate, experience that feeling that it gives you. Candles for me I love them. Incense, perfume, body lotion, absolutely anything. There's essential oils. It would be good for you to have in your little basket in the area of your home. We're going to try and set up anything that you can smell. The next sense that I'd like to speak about is touch. Now, touch is so important because all the different textures and the different feelings of things send a lot of signals to the brain and make us a lot more aware. So for me personally, I like to have fluffy rugs and fluffy squishy cushions. It could be a stuffed toy for some people. I also have a lot of crystals in my area, but like lots of crystals with all different feelings on them, some rough, some smooth and polished. Now there are so many objects that we would have around the house that feel good. I want you to think about things that when you touch, you realise that you actually like to keep being tactile with it. So when it's dark and you've done the other steps, I'd like you to start feeling things and linking the feeling, kind of the comfort that you get and the curiosity that you get from touching things, and link it up with the night and the dark. One of the important things I'd like you to think about is that you're going to link up the darkness and the night sky with exploration and discovery. So this is a time now for us to be trying new things and finding things that give us joy, pleasure and happiness. And of course, if you have animals, if you have pets, this would be a really lovely time to include them into all of this. So when it gets dark and you've done all the other steps, I would like you to bring your pet over to your little area or just wherever they are and pick them up and give them a good cuddle, give them a good stroke, and link this specific time of the day, one-on-one time just for you and them. It's a nice ritual to get into, a nice routine, and I'm sure your pet will absolutely love it. And finally, we get to our last sense, the sixth sense. I want you to take a few deep breaths, and every day when you've done the other steps, I want you to get comfortable, close those eyes and think about the most beautiful dark scene that you can. It can be the night sky with millions of stars, and you can see some shooting stars and make a wish. You can see the aurora borealis above you and see all the different colours dancing over you. You could be in a forest and see the big bright full moon shining over you and shining through the trees, or the reflection of the moon on a dark lake or the ocean. There's so many beautiful night scenes that you can think of. It could even be a memory of you somewhere at night time that was beautiful. And even play around with different weather scenarios. It could be raining heavily outside at night and you're just dancing in the rain and spinning around, jumping into puddles, or you could be running through the leaves on the ground and kicking them up and picking them up and throwing them in the air. Any scene that makes you feel happy, I want you to do that, because I still want you to think about how much darkness can be beautiful and fun and exciting and uplifting. It doesn't have to be the sort of energy, the negative energy that a lot of people link it up with.